Hi, my loves. It's 2:22 on the clock. I've been feeling pulled to do a reading. Definitely feeling lots of love energy today, and I'm not just talking romantic love. That's not to say that's not there as well. There's just this. I have just been like crying and on the verge of tears in like this loving space, all rising, and I know my life and my world is just moment by moment showing love, love, love. So let's see what it is we all need to hear in this now moment. First and foremost, that we manifested this, that this is what we've been asking for, praying for, working towards. This is what we've been doing the internal labor for. This is literally the energy of, like, if you are feeling excited and you're like, I don't know why, like your rational brain is like, I have nothing to be excited about, like nothing is different today than it was yesterday. It is energetically, and everything starts energetically before it can take place in the physical material realm. We've all, this is like, I'm hearing and feeling this energy, like this is like like a collective call to arms and love. Like our battle cry of love has been heard and is being answered. Like, this is beautiful. Yeah, this is beautiful. We are, like, there's this energy of everybody looking for the love now. Like, and I saw, I was just being reminded that I saw this meme earlier today that was talking about what they call glimmers. And apparently a glimmer, according to this meme that I saw, is when you are looking for a positive confirmation. Like you're looking for the confirmations in the world that what you desire is being attracted to you. And that's what as soon as I see this Two of Wands, like this is not an energy of like looking out in the world to see what's out there for you. This is literally looking out in the world for what it is you desire and desire to see. Married with a passionate heart to be willing and able to create what you desire to see if you don't see it. Very much coming into, this is a divine feminine energy balancing, and I'm not just talking about those of us who identify as feminine, okay? I'm talking about divine feminine energy as in the feminine half of your energy that complements and balances out the masculine side. This is the awareness of self-worth. You now see and know and feel and trust your self-worth. And in that, you know not only what you desire, but that you are deserving and worthy, that you are worthy of everything you desire. Everything that you desire. This is an energy, there's no more settling here. An empress does not settle. For an empress understands and understands that we get what we settle for. That to settle does not provide us with what we desire. There's no more settling. There's no more settling with yourself. There's no more settling with other people. There's no more settling for uneven energy exchanges. Even within yourself especially is what I'm hearing. Like there's no more the people pleasing, over giving, thinking that you've got to do everything for someone or be everything for someone in order to receive is gone. And there's a recognition like there's the reason this new beginning feels so already abundant is because the seeds that were planted all along, that you've planted all along the way, took root. And they've been growing. And it's harvest season. It's harvest season. Tell the rational, logical brain that time is an illusion. a construct created by man to give them a sense of control. The universe does not operate in man's time. Divine timing is at work so clearly and profoundly that it's like I'm hearing, be prepared. Like, stay prepared. Continue to be prepared. Continue to do what you're doing. Stay prepared. And keep your eyes open for that glimmer and that confirmation that it's happening. Don't let your rational, logical brain talk you out of it and tell you that there's no way it could be happening this fast, because it is. It is. Like, this is big now energy. Like, this is, you poured out, like, you're done. You poured out the last cup. You unlocked that last lock. Like, whatever, like, I just saw in my mind's eye somebody's foot in a doorway, right? And like the foot in the door wasn't holding the door like all the way open or trying to like hold it all the way closed, but it's like this last little, like the last little bit, like their foot or like is behind the door, so the door can't fully open, and you just pulled that foot. You have removed your foot and allowed that door to be wide open, because you're no longer in fear. You're no longer in fear looking for the people, places, and things that are going to harm you so that you can avoid them. You're looking out and seeing the love that's out here. And you're allowing that door to be open, which means the universe can bring you everything that you actually desire in divine timing. Light bulb, I just heard. Because here's the thing, when you're standing behind the door in preparation to be able to slam it shut if something starts to enter that you don't want, it's already in the room before you even see it, because you're behind the door. You can't see what's coming, so you can't shut the door before it gets there. It gets in, and then you see it. Now you're trying to shove it out and shut the door behind it. It's too much. It's too much. Look at this. We've got Ace of Swords and King of Swords here. The very first card of the sword suit and the last. That is start to finish. That is start to finish. Whatever you have started, whatever you have been manifesting is coming to fruition. Whatever that last mental piece was, you dropped that last mental block, and that opened this up to come forward quickly. On the wings of angels, I just heard. Look at this. We've got, what do we got? We have an owl. We have a bat. We have a crow or a raven, depending. We have a dragonfly, bees. We've got feathers on his wrists. He's got feathers on his shoulders. Like, everything about this is screaming higher elevation. Higher elevation. You are in the higher mindset. There was a Kundalini awakening. You've had a Kundalini awakening fully. I heard you've had partial Kundalini awakenings, but you had the full on from root to crown. Boom. What's going on? I feel like I want to run a marathon and have sex with everything. It's kind of weird, but fun, right? That Kundalini awakening, that was the last that was you moving your foot. The door you were holding kind of sort of closed was your crown and not allowing you to connect fully to the divine, and now you have. So please, as this transition happens in your mind, you need to remind yourself that you are not delusional, that just because you see, feel, hear, intuit things that others don't does not make you delusional. That simply means they don't have the eyes and ears to see and hear. It does not make you delusional. I'm hearing like you have been feeling the energetic presence of not just one, but I'm hearing multiple people that you have been calling, like your tribe, your divine counterpart, and your community. They hear the call. They've answered the call. They're on the way. When you feel that energy, do not let your rational brain tell you that you are delusional and crazy and making things up. You are absolutely feeling that energetic connection, because I promise you, you're in a moment, whether you're aware of it or not, but in a moment of like calling out to that and them, they're gonna answer back. So don't tell yourself, don't shame yourself, don't guilt yourself. Do not tell yourself that you're crazy simply because there's no one around you in your current environment who will confirm, that this is an actual thing. I will confirm it for you. I will confirm it for you multiple times a day. My divine counterpart and I are energetically connected, and we are in a phase of separation right now where we're there's open avenue of communication, but it's not really being utilized in this material realm. However, in the energetic world, we are taking care of what needs to be taken care of. We're having conversations out loud. I sit here and I look like I'm talking to myself, but I'm not. I'm talking to my divine counterpart, higher self. And in those moments, like, there's love shared, there's moments, and it allows this space that is allowing us both to has allowed us both to finish shedding those fears and those doubts and get to the place of emotional fulfillment. And it's a beautiful thing, and it is a magical, beautiful aspect of this reality, is that everything happens energetically before it can come into this material realm. So talk with your divine counterparts, higher self. Call to them. Talk to them. Write down what you hear or feel, or or make yourself a video if you want to remember, to look back later. But don't doubt it. Don't doubt it. My divine counterpart's higher self loves to use music to communicate to me, especially in moments and times where I'm not necessarily in a space to just sit and meditate. And so a lot of times, when I get in the shower, I'll be getting in the shower and I will call out to my divine counterpart and I will be like, hey, giving you the musical wheel, and I will put my music app on shuffle and listen. And it's not to say every word of every song that comes through feels like it's directly from them, but there's the knowing, and it will bring up things for you to release that you're holding as blockages and doubt and fear in yourself. And they will also be able to share with you doubts and fears and things that they've got going on, and it's all in an effort to not allow the illusion of the outside world to disillusion towards this connection. It's your soulmate. Of course you can feel them. There is a soul tie. There is an energetic connection that cannot be severed. You're absolutely feeling their energy. You're absolutely hearing them talk back to you. You're not crazy. I promise you, you're not crazy. I will say, don't attach too hard. Don't attach, just take it as gifts. Every time it happens, take it as a gift. Be grateful. Sit with it, take from it what's there for you to get from it. Send love back to your person and yourself, and then and continue to take, when you feel that love come in from them, accept it, appreciate it. And then once the emotion is kind of simmered, if you will, then take that, go right back to that feeling and make sure you give it to yourself, because that's part of this, and part of the separation in these soulmate, divine counterpart, dare I say twin flame unions, is for us to come into self-love individually, so that we genuinely know and understand and actually possess self-love, so that when we come into union, it's all love. There's nothing done out of fear or out of a lack of self-worth. See your separation as a gift. And know that the only thing that's going to cause this to the union to slow down is you not loving yourself unconditionally. There is such a big, like, when I tell you divine intervention is at play here, that feels like an understatement. You've tried to walk away from this person energetically, and you can't. The fear and the logical brain is trying to tell you that you are attached, that you can't let go, that, you know, you're just holding on to the one that got away. You're not. You're not. You're not. You have tried and done everything to sever this connection. In all realms, and I'm hearing, like, physically, spiritually, mentally. And you came to the realization that you could never sever the connection. The only thing you could ever do is either surrender to the connection, which means surrendering fully to yourself, or numb out to the connection, which means numbing out to yourself. And you're not willing to numb out to yourself. You've chosen surrender to yourself, and this is part of it. And it feels like this is the scariest part for you, because it's like, okay, like, yeah, I love myself. I'm really good at loving myself. I'm really good at loving myself. I'm really good at taking time for myself. I'm really good at filling my own cup up before I try to pour into others' cups. I've got this self-love down, right? There's a history here of hyper-independence. And that hyper-independence likes to come up and be like, look at how good we're doing all by ourselves. We don't need anybody else to come mess this up. And yet the fact of the matter is, your heart and soul are like, actually, all of this is meant to be shared. And I'm ready to share it. But it's terrifying, because in the past when I've shared love, it's been exploited, and I've been hurt, and I've been used, and I've been thrown away, right? But that's because you were allowing yourself to be exploited, because in a way you were exploiting yourself. You are no longer exploiting yourself, which means you are no longer going to allow anybody else to exploit you. And I'm hearing in that connection, you were exploiting yourself. They were not exploiting you. You were doing old shit, thinking you were in the same old boat, and you were rowing with the same old oar. And it never occurred to you that the reason it felt so different was because this was actually love this time. So you need to let your little self know that, yes, I am worthy of receiving said love. And I have been receiving said love from myself. And that I can trust myself to give that love and it be received. Just remember that the ego's whole purpose is to keep us alive. And it's clever, it's a genius. So yeah, it's gonna be like, whoa, we've done this before. And we fell on the floor. And they kicked us out the door. You're not the same person. You're not walking in the same environments. You're not walking down the same streets. You're not attracting in the same people. You're not in a thirsty, needy place of somebody filling a hole in you that you believe you can't fill. You're overflowing. You're overflowing, which means you're attracting in others who are overflowing. There's it's gonna start, like, The seeds are planted, the roots are grown. Like, this is a little sapling. Like, this is not a brand new nothing. This is something that has been established for a while. Like, these seeds were planted a long time ago, like lifetimes ago, okay? Like, this is so rooted and grounded. Like, I heard you can't even chop this tree down. Like, this tree will not go down. It can be neglected, it can be ignored, but it can't be chopped down. It cannot be chopped down. You cannot be chopped down. You are not going to uproot yourself again just to transplant yourself in somebody else's garden, hoping that you'll come to fruition over there. This is you being rooted and seated in your own fertile soil of your own garden, knowing this is where I grow. This is the fertilizer that I require. This is the daylight I need. This is the sun that the water that I need. Like, this is my fruitful ground that I grow in. And you're not trying to transplant into anybody else's garden anymore. But that doesn't mean that you can't have your garden right next to somebody else's garden and allow some cross-pollinating to happen. Oh. There's an energy of friendship here, like, definitely friendship here, like, not just with your divine counterpart, but like, this is like trust fall into your friendships, like trust fall into the loving relationships you currently have in your environment and around you, because love, like, nurturing those is exactly how you finish putting to bed those doubts in your head that are trying to tell you that, yeah, okay. Because your brain, I'm hearing your brain's like, oh, well, yeah, you can handle a friendship. Like, it's not a full-on relationship, right? Like, it doesn't have the intimacy, whatever. I would call BS on that, because I am, not physically, but I am emotionally, intelligently, spiritually, like, just as intimate with my friends as I am with my romantic partner. Like, the difference between my friends and a romantic partner is literally the physical intimacy for me. So maybe you needed to hear that, like, and maybe you need to hear that there are different types of attraction. Like, you can be mentally attracted to someone, you can be physically attracted to someone, you can be energetically attracted to someone, you can be spiritually attracted to someone. That attraction doesn't mean that that's your person or somebody that you need to be with in a full-on, like, physical, intimate relationship and try to build your life with. That's not necessary. This is a moment for you to, like, it's like dating yourself, but through others in a way, without putting on these attachments of sex or, you know, fulfilling whatever, and genuinely allowing yourself to feel and be attracted to people for whatever reason without shame and guilt. Verbal confirmation. Because the fact of the matter is, you're attractive. We are attractive. We are magnetic beings. We're attractive. We're going to attract people's attention. We're going to attract energy. We're going to attract things. That's not a bad thing. What is necessary to balance out that attraction is the knowledge of self, the connection of self, so that you know what you wish to keep, what you wish to allow and keep in your environment. It's not about staying closed off. It's about staying open and trusting that you have the discernment now to know whether or not you want this, whether or not, you know, how you're attracted to somebody, you know, and is it just a one-time conversation, or is this, you know, something that feels like there's more there for both of us? And it's really confusing in the beginning because you're like, oh my God, I'm attracted to everybody. I'm a, you know what? And like, what's wrong with me? It's not like you're in love and you are seeing that love in others and it's reflected and you're attracted to that. You're attracted to the love that they have in themselves. You're attracted to aspects in them that you have in yourself that somewhere you're ashamed of being attracted to in yourself. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. Like, so if I'm ashamed or feel any sort of shame or guilt about how attractive my face is, I'm going to be attracted to other people with attractive faces. And I'm going to think that that's my person or that I need them or that I want them because I'm not because in that mindset, we're not registering that I'm attracted to their lack of shame in their attractiveness. So, and that's something personal for me. Like I used to hold a lot of shame and guilt around my attractiveness, my physical attractiveness, because it was exploited, which taught me to exploit it. And so I was ashamed of it. I would downplay it, and I would make myself as unattractive as possible. And then, see folks out who had no shame about their attractiveness and find myself like attracted to them. And when I finally figured out that I was attracted to their lack of shame about how attractive they were, I was like, dang. And I just kind of like sat there and I looked in the mirror and I was like, girl, why are you ashamed to be attractive? Like, for what? And then I realized that I was ashamed and afraid to be attractive from my past of being exploited and then exploiting myself because my brain, my ego was like, yo, because anytime we go out and allow ourselves to be attractive and be seen in this attractive light, we attract pain and hurt and sorrow and heartbreak. That's bullshit. Go out and be attractive. Like, go out and be attractive, my loves, because that is what pulls you so quickly towards what you want, towards everything that you desire. Told you love is in the air. Not a liar. Spiritual union first. Spiritual union first. Call judgment on the guilt and the shame that you're still holding and let that ish go. So that you can have all of this love come in. It's a new day for you to be following your emotions. This is so beautiful. Okay, I see the devil card and I was like, do you want to come out? Not for the reading, but it wants to come out so that I can share this little nugget to put into your brain, okay? So 44 in numerology is associated with the ascended masters, Jesus, Buddha, those who have fully ascended, okay? When I see the number 44, immediately the first thing that I affirm out of my mouth is, I am always rolling with the ascended masters, for I have ascended into self-mastery in all ways, always. Ashe Ahu. The devil comes out when you are allowing others to master or puppet you. Whatever this last piece of being your own self-master is, it's done. Like, you've had that I'm hearing like you've had the realization, like you've made the decision that you are your own self-master. And you're in the like transition period where the higher self is like, I am in self-mastery. I am the master of myself. Like, I got this. I make the choices, like, whatever. And then your ego is like, no. So I share that affirmation with you because I feel like it will help your brain come together on the fact that, yes, ego, you still get to have a say. Like, you're still here in the car Like, you're still here with us. We're still considering your thoughts and feelings and opinions in our choices. However, we're making the choices together, meaning I am in self-mastery, meaning my ego alone is not making the choice. My higher self alone is not making the choice. My inner child alone is not making the choice. We are going to sit down at the table together and we're going to figure out how to compromise and get what everybody needs and desires. This is very much about mental. This is very, 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 this is like all mental energy. This is not, I am not speaking on like physical habits or like things in your physical reality that you need to like stop letting master you. This is very much completely your mind. This is literally the master of your mind, because once we have mastered our mind, everything else comes from it. This entire fucking existence is completely fucking mental. So once you have mastered your mind, baby, the rest just follows. The rest just follows. Because once you've mastered your mind, that's what gives you the clarity to actually see those emotions for what they really are and see where they come from. And see whether or not they're actually even yours or projections that you accepted in a place of feeling unwhole and unfulfilled. When we are not whole in self, that means we've got space for people to come in and fill with their own thoughts, feelings, and opinions. And we hold on to it because, oh, hey, look, there was a space here, they filled it, so I don't want that space to be empty again. 666. It's coming. Like, this is 6 is the number of the material realm. 6 is the number of things coming from the mental, from the energetic into the material realm, the physical realm. Okay, this is you bringing it from mind. This is you giving birth. So don't let your mind play tricks on you. Don't let your mind play tricks on you, because this love coming in is so generous and so balanced, and they see you for you. Like, it's about you. This is about you falling in love with you so that others can fall in love with you. Because if you're not in love with you, no one else is going to actually be in love with you. They might be in love with parts of you or things that you do for them, but they're not actually in love with you if you're not in love with yourself. Yeah. Don't let your ego get you into that hyper independent place, though. Like, this is where, that's the balance. The balance of the ego here is, yes, like the ego, like I feel like I look hella good today. I try not to swear in my videos anymore. But like, I'm feeling hella attractive today. Like, I feel like my hair look cute. I like the way that my curls tucked in with the gel. Like, my skin glowing. My eyebrows are doing what I want them to do. You know, like, I'm feeling hella attractive. And past, old versions of me would have been out walking the streets, so to speak, not like as a streetwalker, but like I would have had, like, old me would have been like, I gotta go outside, I gotta go out and be seen today. Like, somebody needs to see this. Somebody does need to see this. I needed to see this. Like, I needed that. And like, that's where the healthy ego comes in. And I let my ego come up and be like, girl, you been in your jammies for 2 days. And I was like, yep, sure have. Been needing that rest though. And they're like, yeah, but you also need a shower. And I was like, oh yeah, I do. You know what? I do want to take a shower. I'll feel better when I get out of the shower. I will feel energized and I will feel good, right? Because it's an act of love. And when I was in the shower, I spent a few moments in the shower literally just like holding myself and singing and dancing to the music that was coming on and just being with myself. And like, got out of the shower, did my hair and finished getting ready. And the ego then is like, all right, where are we going? Let's go show this off. And I'm like, we're not going anywhere. Because we don't need to go show this off. This is for us. Like, this is how I feel good and how I feel filled. And this is the balance for me, and recognizing, and not allowing, because it's fear. It's fear saying that I need to go outside and be recognized and be told that I'm attractive by somebody else. because I'm afraid to tell myself or feel it for myself, that seems really, really silly. And when you think about it, like, why wouldn't I be attracted to myself? Why wouldn't I love myself? Why wouldn't I find myself amazing and incredible? Like, nobody else out here knows all the things that I've done. Like, I'm the only one that knows all of the things that I have done, that I want to do, that I'm capable of. So, how could I not love myself? Oh, my loves, like, it is just... Keep loving yourself. Keep affirming that you are your own, that you are your own guru, that you are in self-mastery. It's time for you to accept and receive the work that you've done. This is time for you to accept and see that you are now in this rainbow energy. Stop looking towards the past to see if you're still doing the same shit, because if you believe, or if you're afraid that you're still doing the same shit, or afraid that you're gonna do the same shit, you're already suffering from doing the same shit. So this is time for you and I and all of us to say no more. No more. The past is over. I am no longer who I was, which means I am no longer attracting what I once was. Cause somebody's got their eye on you. Somebody has got their eye on you, patiently waiting for you to recognize yourself so that they can come in and be like, boo, there you are. I've been waiting for you to get there. I've been waiting for you to get to this place of recognizing who you are, that you are my equal, that we are the same, that we are equals. Pouring our own love and filling our own cups of love into overflowing and allowing that overflow to create beautiful things. Like, there is absolutely this offer, and there's, yeah, they want to show you off, but not in a toy exploitable way. Like, they want to show you off as in, like, have you met this? Have you had an opportunity to see someone like this, to meet someone like this? Like, it's not in an egotistical way as in like a, look what I got, look what I did, look what I conquered or captured. No, this is a, oh my God, this is the fucking best thing since sliced bread. Have you seen it? Have you tried it? Like this is like that kind of energy. And you will be protected. You are protected by yourself, by your team, and by your person. Like, this is, they wouldn't come in and rescue you, because the fact of the matter is we never need rescuing. We never even actually want rescuing, except for from ourselves. The only person we can ever rescue is ourselves from ourselves. And this person was not willing to come in and rescue you, because they knew in the mental state that you were in at that point, if they came in and rescued you, you would never take them off the pedestal of being your knight in shining armor that came in and rescued you. And you would never see your own value, worth, and love. And this is a whole new beginning with a solid foundation that is literally going to blow your mind at how sexy and attractive you find this leadership and this determination and this willingness to not step out of their own character and their willingness to stay in their own authenticity and self-love, even if it caused you what you believed was pain. Those things that you took in that mindset as not love, you're about to sit down with that. You're about to see how every moment in that relationship you thought that that was not love being shown to you, that it was actually unconditional love being shown to you. And it is going to blow your mind. And you are going to fall in love with yourself and this person all over again with brand new eyes for yourself and them. And when I tell you that this person, when you see them in this dimension, you are going to be so much more attracted to them than you even were in the beginning. Than the beginning. Like, and for whole new reasons. For whole new reasons that probably aren't even going to make sense to your brain at first. Like, when he's taking the lead, when he takes the lead, and you are following, and your ego wants to be like hyper independent and be like, nobody tells me what to do, I'm in self-mastery. And then you're like, hold up, chick, like, hold on, baby, let's just sit with this for a second. Like, we know that this person is not trying to control or exploit us. And then you're gonna melt, and you're gonna be like, I surrender, I submit, I follow your lead. Not because you've got them on a pedestal thinking that they know any better than you or are any better than you, but because you are trusting yourself. You are following your heart. And you've been praying and asking for a leader. You have been knowing that hyper independence, toxic masculinity, doing way too much was not your natural state of being, was not the purpose you were called here for, and it certainly was not bringing you any genuine fulfillment. So stay centered, stay grounded in who you are, regardless of what comes at you, regardless of who tries to pull at you. Stay focused on yourself. Stay focused on that self-love. So we got Wheel of Fortune and the Emperor card coming out now. Come on now, y'all. I cannot make this up. The Strength card, the Six of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles. What were we just talking about? Being in receptivity, knowing that that you're not called to be out here doing too much. And this doesn't mean that you're going to spend the rest of your life sitting on a couch watching TV and eating bonbons. This is about being able to create what you desire to create. This is about receiving the space, the love, the energy, the support to be the creative being that you are, to be the Empress that you are, to create the desired world that you hold in your heart and in your mind, regardless of how that looks to others. Because this is about you and your desires and the fact that they are knocking at the door. Are you gonna pull your foot out and let that door open and allow it to come in? Or are you gonna let fear cause you to slam that door shut? I think you're gonna pull your foot out because you know you want this. You want this so bad. Why wouldn't you? Why would you self-sabotage yourself? No more self-sabotaging. No more self-sabotaging. No more. No more. No more. We're doing it. We are doing it. We are doing it, doing it, doing it, doing it, doing it. You've got this. I've got this. We've got this. We've got this. You are so loved. You are so loved. Do me a favor. Look in the mirror and say, I love you. And sit there. Say it again if you need to. I love you. As many times as you need to. Do you believe it? You got this. Oh, I'm so excited for you all. Stay blessed.